Good evening and welcome to the midweek edition of the State of Business. I'm Nishani Piguera. Let's first take a look at tonight's headlines. President inaugurates World Export Development Forum. And Prime Minister will leave for Brussels to renegotiate GSP+. In tonight's top story, President Maithripala Sirisena inaugurated the 16th edition of World Export Development Forum in Colombo this afternoon. WEDEF is a unique global conference and business-to-business matchmaking platform dedicated to supporting trade-led development. As the flagship event of the International Trade Center, WEDEF brought together over 600 business leaders, policymakers, heads of trade and investment support institutions, and international trade development officials to address international competitiveness for developing countries. WEDEF Sri Lanka is co-hosted by ITC and the Ministry of Development Strategies and International Trade through the Export Development Board. This is the first time Sri Lanka is hosting an event of this stature. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says he will leave for Brussels on Saturday to renegotiate GSP Plus with the European Union. The Prime Minister said this speaking at the opening session of World Export Development Forum today.
World Export Development Forum, which is the flagship event of the International Trade Center, will be held for 2 days under the title Trade for Success, Connect, Compete, Change.
For about 8-9 years, we lost our focus on exports. We had the GSP Plus to enter Europe, so did Bangladesh. We gave it up, while Bangladesh kept on and has virtually increased its export earnings on garments alone by about 5 times. We focus instead on foreign remittances, but that is limited. When people want good jobs, they want to enter the middle class, they want a higher income. That growth can come only through exports, not through remittances. Remittances will send you a limited amount for a large number of people. So we miss those opportunities of growth. We miss the revenue.
Addressing the gathering, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said this forum is being held in Sri Lanka at an opportune time.
We depended on foreign debts, commercial debts, and commercial borrowings. The end result was the people in this country didn't have satisfactory jobs. They certainly had jobs, but they felt they were underemployed. And the desire of the people were to enter the middle class. That desire was not met.
Deputy Minister of Parliamentary Reforms and Mass Media, Karunaratne Paranavithana says the government will not take steps through trade agreements that threaten job opportunities for Sri Lankans. He said this responding to a question raised by journalists regarding the controversies on the Economic and Technology Cooperation Agreement with India.
වාසි ගොඩක් තිබෙනවා. අවාසි සහගත දේවල් මේ වගේ දේවල් වුණා ඒවට වැටබැඳීමත් ඒ කිවිසුම ඇතුලේ කරන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් මේ කිවිසුම පිළිබඳව සාකච්ඡා එකක් යන්නේ. අපි ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන්ම අවධානය යොමු කරන්නේ භාණ්ඩ පැත්තෙන්, සේවා පැත්තෙන් නෙවෙයි. සේවා සම්බන්ධයෙන් සාකච්ඡාව ගියේ ඔය වගේ මට්ටමේ මේ රැකියා සම්බන්ධයෙන් නෙවෙයි. වෙනත් රැකියා සම්බන්ධයෙන් අද ඔය ඇවිල්ලා ප්‍රශ්න මතුවලා තිබෙන්නේ ඔය ඊළඟ සුළු සේවක මට්ටමේ දේවල්, ශ්‍රමික මට්ටමේ, කම්කරු මට්ටමේ දේවල් කොහොමත් විදේශ වෙළඳපොළ කිවිසුම අපි විදේශ වෙළඳ කිවිසුම වලට යනවා. ඉන්දියාවත් එක්ක විතර නෙවෙයි රටවල් ගන්නාවත් එක්ක, ද්විපාර්ශ්වික, චීන, සිංගප්පූරු රටවල් ගන්නාවක් එක්ක. ඒතකොට මේ අනතුර ගැන රජය බරපතල සැලකිලිට ගනී.
The State of Business will return with more news after this short break. Do stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching The State of Business. The first reading of Budget 2617 is scheduled for November 10th. The second reading and committee stage debates are scheduled to be held on 26 days in the months of November and December. The information had been presented by Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe at this week's Cabinet meeting. And now let's take a look at some Cabinet decisions in brief.
Policy as well as legal framework for a new counter-terrorism law has been drafted by the committee chaired by Minister of Law and Order and Southern Development. It will replace the existing Prevention of Terrorism Act. The new law is expected to provide adequate provisions for prevention of terrorism and affirm Sri Lanka's commitment on human rights responsibilities. Accordingly, the Cabinet of Ministers has decided to forward the policy and legal framework drafted by the said committee to the Sectoral Oversight Committee on National Security for further discussions. A proposal to establish 2,500 Gramaraja units island-wide for the affirmation of the participation of general public in development process was included in the 5-point plan policy statement presented for the general election of 2015. Accordingly, the committee appointed to prepare a concept paper in this regard, which was comprised of government officers, university scholars, retired public officers and representatives of non-government sectors, has prepared the relevant concept paper and the framework. The Cabinet has decided to forward this concept paper and the framework to the Sectoral Oversight Committee on Internal Administration and Public Management for further discussions.
Asia Capital PLC, in collaboration with Japanese investors and partner Belluna, today launched an exclusive apartment development project in Union Place, Colombo. The total investment of the project is $50 million.
The groundbreaking ceremony was held with the participation of representatives from both local and foreign investing firms. The apartment complex will be identified as Luna Tower 447. The tower will have 200 apartments and it will be completed by October 2019.
This is the first large project done by a Japanese private company in Colombo. We're looking to build a 43-floor story building with 200 residential units. We have selected the best possible partners for the project and we're all very excited about it. We plan to complete aggressively in 36 months and we feel that Colombo has a massive demand for housing and high-rise living as a result of this project. So we also plan to do project number 2, 3 and 4 on the residential apartment side and we are currently sourcing property.
Stocks close in the red. Details after this break. Welcome back to the show. The ASBI closed in the red due to price losses in counters such as Sri Lanka Telecom, Ceylon Tobacco Company and Hatton National Bank, with turnover crossing 609 million rupees. A similar behaviour was witnessed in S&P SL20 as well. High net worth and institutional investor participation was witnessed in LB Finance, Hatton National Bank, TJ Lanka, accounting for 43.1% of turnover. Mixed interest was observed in Tokyo Cement Company, non-voting and Dialog Asiata, whilst retail interest was noted in Ceylon Grain Elevators and Ceylon Developments. Banks, finance and insurance sector was the top contributor to the market turnover today due to LB Finance and Hatton National Bank. Meanwhile, foreigners remained active, closing as net buyers, mainly due to foreign purchasing in LB Finance and TJ Lanka. And now let's take a look at the day's forex rates. And with that, we sign off for tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you for watching. Have a pleasant evening.